I'm wondering if there's sort of like a mental battle that has to happen when you've got a scouting report with guys like Dame and CJ, and you're putting a lot of focus into that. A guy like Anthony Simons comes in. Obviously, you got a guard, but is there a little bit of like relaxation that you have to battle against?
No, I think, well, for me personally, I think not so much. I've known Anthony since forever. I know he can hoop. We all do. We have a respect for everybody. Doesn't matter, what it is. It's, when a guy like Dame and CJ require a lot of attention, it's natural for guys to kind of capitalize on that. But he's been doing this all year. He's been his career really. That's kind of been he's elevated it each year. He got to his spots and we didn't necessarily guard it the right way the whole game. We did it in spurts and he capitalized. And he's a talented player. He's a guy that's I hope he gets paid, doing this because he's worked. I saw him high school, no college, and then now he's doing this thing. Especially when people didn't really necessarily believe that he could perform at this level. And he's showing and proving them wrong. So I'm happy for him. But as a group, as a team, stuff like that happens. Other guys get going, but we were able to, lock in on the two main ones and, kind of keep them quiet.
I guess that's the danger then. If you've got a guy that can capitalize on the focus that other guys are getting, then if he starts to get confidence by hitting a few. I mean, Terrence Mann, right?
Yeah, the same thing. I wouldn't say it's the same thing as Terrence Mann, but I think, with Anthony, he's a hooper, man. Everybody, at the end of the day, we're all in the NBA, at the end of the day, but, he had a good night, but we were able to do what we were doing, lock in and, get stops when we needed and able to push and then get up the floor. But, got to give credit where credit's due as well.
Your skills are way up this year? Why?
Just being active, locked in defensively, that's it. Being in the right places, being ready to switch, understanding the game plan, understanding what guys are going to be. It goes back to the film work I was telling you about a few weeks ago or whatever, like understanding, where guys like to be, the tendencies, and then you're able to, kind of predict and be in the right spots for those situations. And then just using my length and being active. The old Rick Pitino press taught me that, and it's paying dividends right now.
This is not a commentary on either guy, but because obviously both Joe and Royce have their different, strengths. How is the lineup different when Joe's in there starting instead of Royce?
Joe's a ball handler, so being able to kind of get off it, is definitely different. Royce provides a huge spark, as far as the defensive prowess. We all know that, but offensively, our plays are different, our reads are different when it's Royce, or reads are different when Joe. Not to say they're good or worse, I think they're special in their own right, but when Joe's able to bring the ball up, kind of he initiated a lot of the attacks tonight, early. He had Rudy on a bunch of passes, which helps. He's 6'6", he sees a lot of different things that myself and Mike don't see because we're only 6'3", so it gives a different perspective in that starting lineup. But when Royce gets back, he'll be back at it. We'll keep doing what we're doing.
That's your reads and quick decision making, your spacing today.
We're getting better. I think tonight was pretty good. And just got to continue to do it consistently. That's really it. Just making the game easy on myself. The ball's starting to go in on some of the shots that I've been missing. That helps for sure. But just being able to be ready, be in the stance, be locked in every possession. It's been good.
Royce is obviously such a good rebounder, and I'm curious, kind of like you guys put Royce's.
Yeah.
You guys put an extra focus on kind of helping on their big man down low when he's gone against both JV and Nurk. You had good offensive rebounding or defensive rebounding.
Yeah, it's a collective effort. It's kind of going back to that what I said a few years ago. What we used to say a few years ago was like next man up. When you lose a guy who's on the boards, who's fighting down low, we got to all get in there and crash and do our thing. So with him out, especially, we put a lot more in focus on it. Especially with myself and Mike down there, Joe, Boyan, we're all getting in there. And also it allows us to kind of push the break, and start to break ourselves when we get those rebounds.
This isn't about tonight's game, but Rudy mentioned that you are the one that care the most about his shoes. How do you go about choosing your shoes for each game?
Honestly, it's whatever I really am feeling. Tonight, I had just got the shoes I got tonight. I had got probably like 6 hours, probably like 6 to 8 hours before the game. Hadn't worn. It was the first time I wore them tonight. Some nights I do that. Sometimes I don't like the feel. It's really just sporadic and spontaneous. Last year I used to change shoes a lot at halftime. I'm really, I can't do the same thing with when I choose what I walk in the arena with. Like, I don't say, all right, tomorrow I'm going to wear this. I kind of just wake up 30 minutes before I'm ready to leave the house and say, it's going to be that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of how I do my shoes. It's like, I'll go out there, wear a pair, and if I like how I feel in them, if I make some shots, and I'm superstitious, so it's like, I'm all about that. So that's really where it comes from.
I know Jordan changed from your shoes into another pair during that Atlanta game.
Yeah.
That kind of hurt your feelings a little
I
bit?
told him, I was like, bro, you're hurting the sales. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Nah. I'm just appreciative that he's wearing them. I appreciate all the guys that wear my stuff, and everybody that wears my shoes. I'm very appreciative, and he's been a Nike guy his whole life. The fact that he even put those on, I'm just appreciative of that, and just being able to help promote my stuff. I think it's just the love for that. I'm appreciative.
Seeing a ton of development on Trent's long range game. But in the relief minutes that he's got for Mike and Joe, it seems like he's getting a little bit quicker on his first step.
Yeah.
Have you seen that in practice, and how have you seen it evolve?
I think what we're starting to see is the Trent from last year. You look at how he played last year when myself and Mike were down, aggressive decision making. I told him, I said, especially in the lineup when it's me and him, teams are going to think that I'm going to want the ball, so you're going to have opportunities to attack. Be aggressive. He's so selfless. He's looking to make plays, but what he's starting to see again is him attacking is helping. He thinks I don't want to hold the ball too long, and he's progressed very well defensively. He's picking up full court. He's doing so many good things. I'm like, bro, go ahead and score. It's fine. To be yourself. Because when you start to think too much, that's when the turnovers and the mistakes come in, and it's tough for a young guy. Coming in, he wants to play perfect every possession, and he's doing a good job of handling it, doing a good job of coming in and being able to run the offense, initiate, and then it helps when you know the plays. He's locked in and knowing all the things that he has to do, and you saw tonight he's had the half spin to the reverse layup. We got foul floaters, stuff like that. That's what he's been able to do even since last year when we were out. Now he's being more comfortable and being able to do that, as well as picking up defensively full court.